What's up? All right. Heading to the auction. I have never bought a auction car before. I've been to a few of the local auctions, like dealer only auctions, but I've been to them. And the cars just suck at it. The cars are no good. Um, Prices are too high. I think they kind of have like a little tight knit community there where, the dealers they want to get the cars. I mean, that's fine. It's whatever. The cars suck anyway. People are nice. Cute little auction house, whatever. But I'm going to the big auction in Atlanta and thousands of cars available. That's what I need. Tow truck. Thousands of cars available. I went, actually, a little funny story. I went when I first got my dealer's license. Like, as soon as I got the license in the email, I went up there. And the lady's like, "You can't go in yet because you don't have your master tag." And for some reason, I just never went back. I just went to the little Warner Robins one. I flipped cars around town. But now I want to step up my game and have a full inventory of vehicles. So going to the big auction. And I went last week on a Thursday. Had a couple that I wanted to bid on. Price went higher than I expected it to go. It's like I kind of panicked and quit bidding, even though I totally could have afforded it and they were good prices for the car. But I just, my first time there in the auction lines, and so I was like, you know what, keep my hand down, learn, come back next week. Which also, like, I've never put my hand up at an auction, so even just bidding on them, that was a new experience. But going back now, it's Tuesday. uh I've got five or six picked out of the lineup that I want. And yeah, luckily, like, one of the cheapest ones is one of the last ones to run. And I've got in my little notes, I was like, whatever the price of this car is, bid on it. Bring the car home. We have to buy one. So there's two or three that I would actually like to have. But yeah, we're going with the intent of buying a car today. So, oh, this is chaos. Yeah, just pull across a 4-lane highway with your trailer. Good. Um, yeah, going with the intent of buying a car. So let's see what I get. Oh man, what a busy day. So I went to the auction and, short story, I got a car. So I don't know what their rules are on like videoing and social mediaing and YouTubing, like their behind the scenes acts. So I didn't film any of that for obvious reasons. It's my, let's call it, first time going there. I didn't want to get in trouble yet. But I've seen other people make videos at this auction, so it might be all right. That's for in the future. But anyway, it was nice going with a little bit more confidence. I knew now that when you go in, you can go to this little kiosk over to the left and just scan your auction barcode, and it prints out your we call it your little bidder ID tag. So did that, walked straight through, went to where the lanes are, went straight to where the cars are, know my way around the place a little bit now. And at this place, like, off to the left is Tuesday cars, and off to the right is Thursday cars. So got to go look at a whole new set of cars this week. And yeah, just a lot more confidence because now I know like what the lane numbers mean, what the little numbers on the ground mean. I was able to quickly find the cars that I went there specifically to look at. I was a lot more confident being able to just get in any car I want, crank it up, put it in gear. You're not allowed to actually test drive them at this auction, but you can like put it in drive and like, feel that it engages and it doesn't make some screaming sound or something. So yeah, you know, just the confidence of getting in them and feeling okay to just crank up 50 random cars. The one thing I do need is I need a like a portable a jump box. I need a jump box because one car the battery was dead. Everybody else there, like, they have jump boxes. One interesting thing though about this auction is you can't bring an OBD scanner. And I think the reason that they don't let you bring them is because say you want well, say you're a dealer selling cars and you just went to like the cars that you're selling, you just clear the codes so that there are none, and you know, you would get more money for it. So I think that's why they don't allow you to bring scanners. But I mean, if it cranks up and doesn't make a horrible noise, you're gonna be fine anyway. Whatever the code is, deal with it. But yeah, so I went and I looked at the cars that I had on my little list. I had about 7 of them. Some were turds. One was very nice. Well, a couple were very nice. One was very nice. I really wanted it because the price that I was supposed to pay for it was within my budget. And I was like, all right, well, I mean, I'll spend that much. But when I got inside and they ran that car through, it blew past what I was expecting to pay. I was willing to pay much more than what it was supposed to be, and then they just blew right past that. But I mean, it was worth it. It was a really good car. It was a fully loaded Jeep Grand Cherokee. But yes, like that one ran kind of early, and then there were 2 more that I really wanted, and they were towards the back of the line. And this auction house, there's like 10 lanes of cars going at once. So, you know, it could be possible that 2 cars that you want are happening on other ends of the building and you can only get to pick one. But that happened to me. The 2 cars that I really wanted, that were really within my budget and that like I knew like that I could handle, happened at the exact same time in adjacent lanes. And so it was weird. I was looking at the auctioneer bidding on the car behind me while I was watching the prices of the other car that I wanted over there. And I had to do quick mental math to say, all right, this is the one I need to bid on because it's I'll have a better chance of selling this one. So the car I won was a Ford Escape. I think it's a 2012. And the other one I wanted to bid on was a Chevy Spark. Ugly, horrible, little teeny tiny car. But I don't know, it was cute. It was cheap. I was like, all right, just something. I just wanted something to sell. But the Ford Escape, like, I'm kind of familiar with those. Strangely enough, the reason I'm called Slung Rod Garage is because of a Ford Escape. So it's kind of fitting that this new era of SRG is beginning with another Ford Escape. So yeah, but I was a top bidder, but I did not hit the reserve. So that puts it in the category of what they call phone call, which means they'll call the seller and be like, hey, will you take this for it? And so that was at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And they said the seller has until 5 to make a decision. 5:05, I checked my phone and there's still nothing. Like, oh crap, I lost this car. But I hit refresh again and it said that I had won it. So the seller accepted my offer. So now I need to go to the bank in the morning and get a cashier's check because that's apparently the only thing they take, and load up the trailer. So yeah, I got my first auction car. So tomorrow morning I get to wake up and go pick it up. Yay! Little bit of on ramp action. Anybody else feel like going down an on ramp is like leaving pit lane? I would if I was in something fast. But all right, it is the next day, and I'm heading back to the auction house pick up this car, pay for it and pick it up. The paying for it has been a whole learning experience for sure. When I left yesterday, they said, bring cashier's check with your business name on it. I said, gotcha, I'll be back tomorrow. Then I got thinking, like, man, what would I have done if I didn't like have a business bank account? Like, what would happen like if I didn't have all that set up and yada yada yada? Luckily, I have a business bank account, but I did some homework last night, and it looks like I can just pay for these things online with the credit card. So that might be what I do next time. But anyway, I went to the bank this morning. It's like, hey, I need a cashier's check for this amount. And it's got to say from my business name on it. She's like, okay. She hands me a little piece of paper and she's like, write down who the check is to. And I'm like, I don't know who to make the check out to. Do I make it out to the seller? Do I make it out to the auction house? Do I make it out to some random LLC that is the whole conglomerate? So anyways, I said, all right, hold on. Let me go call them. Called the auction house. They told me, yeah, just make it out to the name of the auction house. So yeah, got the check, got the trailer. All I gotta do now is battle an hour and a half of traffic and we'll have our car. All right, I got it. I got my little car. So I'm here at the auction. And me and my little trailer, all these big semis and car haulers in here. Yeah, that went kind of seamless. The long trek from here to where you go pay for the car and where you pick the car up, but made the long trek, gave him the check. It was pretty simple. Turns out the name that I made the check out to was in the end wrong, but it's because they just changed to a new system. So next check needs to be made out to a different name, but whatever. They took the money. I got my car. You can't test drive these cars when you come on sale day. So that was my first time driving it. This guy next to me is loading some very expensive cars. So the drive over here to the trailer, big bad noise coming from the front end. It's brakes. It sounds like it doesn't have any brake pads. Like the brake pads don't have any material, but whatever, that's fine. Car drove great. Throw some brake pads on it and let somebody have it. But right now, I need to try and get out of here. A bunch of big trucks and truckers all around. And this poor guy, this one guy next to me, his car won't start. That sucks. Oh, big semi coming. All right. Easy enough. Take this little silver bullet home. I'm actually glad I really like this one. It's nice inside. It's all black, leather seats. Radio sounds good. Air blows cold. Runs good. For what little bit I did. I'm gonna put some brakes on it and start driving it. What I don't know is I have to talk to anybody on the way out of here. Checking to make sure my mic's on. There's so many cars here. Wild. Thank you. He didn't even look up. Just a wave. That guy was really nice when I was coming in. Jamaican guy. Oh yeah, man, welcome. Everybody here is so nice. I was really scared coming here. It being my first time, and this auction, this is the big one. This is the big boys' playground. So it's a little intimidating, but everybody was nice and helpful. Nothing really to complain about. I'm happy to know that watching all the other cars run, prices of these things, it's not outrageous. And I gotta get better at this, but I do believe that there is a way to help people and buy these cars cheap and sell them to you cheaply and not to some marked up, arbitrary market value that KBB or somebody comes up with. But anyway, I don't think it's going to be safe for me to content and drive, so it's cool. This place is right off the interstate. Just hop right back on it from here and head south. So check back in with you when I get home and check this thing out. All right, I am home with the car. So let's drink her up a little bit. Just got home, just got her off the trailer. Again, I think it's a 2012 Ford Escape. This is a little bit of big damage, not big damage, but a little bit of damage. The front fender is pinched a little bit, so the door squeaks. That's not too bad. This looks kind of bad, a little bit of rust, but I'm gonna sand that down and at least put some kind of rust protection on it to stop it and make it at least silver and not just that muck. But the rest of it looks pretty good. This is the Craigslist side. This is the side we need to take the pictures from. But yeah, I think it's a great looking little car straight off the trailer. Not going to need too much work to the appearance of it. I think the inside looks great. Needs a little bit of cleaning. Center consoles are always dirty in used cars. Back seat, I think, looks great. But yeah, sound system sounds great. Air conditioner works. It's got a sunroof slash moonroof. Yeah, I don't know. I think I got me a good little car here. I was going to drive it around for a little bit and see how it. Something fast is coming. That's my friend that lives down at the end of the street. Yeah, I was going to drive it around for a little bit, do a little ride around to show you what's up with it before I do anything to it. But I drove it. Like I said, I drove it around the lot at the auction, and I drove it from that house to this house. And there's something making a noise in the front end. It sounds like when brake pads, when their material goes away and you just have that metal backing, clamping on the rotor. That's what it sounds like. So I'm sure whatever it is going to be an easy little fix. Get that taken care of. Do a few more little easy maintenance-y things to it. Clean it up, and then yeah, sell it to one of you. I really want this to be a part of the channel, is me taking you through the whole journey of me getting these cars so that you can buy them with more confidence. You know, I know used dealers sometimes, will hide things or make their cars sound better, and I don't want to do that. If I am selling you a piece of shit, I'm going to tell you up front, hey, this thing's a piece of shit. Buy it at your own risk. This thing is not, though. This thing is good. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about having this as my little daily driver for a while too. Get me out of the Grand Marquis. But yeah, I don't know. If you're local, if you're one of my friends and you think you're going to want this thing before I even post it, hit me up. Let me know. Friends and family discount always. But yeah, that's it for this video. This is call it a part 1 of me going and buying the car. Hopefully the next video will be me doing the work to it, and then also me driving around trying to put 100-200 miles on it, make sure everything is perfect, or as perfect as it can be on a 2012 Ford. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.